Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. In today's video, I will be reviewing 15 items from Zara under 15 minutes. Now for your reference, I'm 5 feet 2 inches tall and I wear size medium across the brand. Now without wasting any time, let's look at the first item, and the first one is something I'm wearing right now, and it is this beautiful satin shirt. Satin shirts are a great piece to have, especially during hot weather. I'm not saying that they are the most breathable material, but they are kind of very flowy in nature, so it gives that pathway for the air to flow. And they're also a great affordable alternative, I would say, for silk materials or silk shirt, because obviously silks are very expensive and not all of us want to spend that much money in buying or having that silk shirt. So having a satin shirt is also a great alternative, and obviously satin, again, how you are wearing it, but it doesn't cheapen your look. And this piece from Zara is a very affordable option to have, and something that, you know, is very neutral but gives that feminine flowy vibe. Now sticking to the satin family, the next item that I have here is this beautiful satin skirt. It's a pleated satin skirt, and if you know me, you know how much I love pleated skirts. So obviously it had to be pleated, and I do love this option. It's a very beautiful skirt, very simple, very straightforward, and I actually like it. I did get them in size medium, and I think this one I got them in size large. I guess I did size up, but for this one I did get them in size medium. It's very beautiful, very simple, and kind of very neutral, so you can style them in as many ways as you want. And also, yes, it does have an elasticated waist, and it is not something that, you know, would move around or something. It does stay in place, which is something I always want to have in skirts whenever I'm wearing, if it doesn't have that zipper or something. Now the next item that I have here is also a satin skirt, and it is a blue satin skirt. It's this beautiful pleated skirt. Again, it's more like an A-line skirt with pleated design, but I do love this skirt. It's a navy blue skirt, and I have to say that I am very much into, or I have always been into navy, but have started to buy more of navy clothes. And one thing or one challenge that I have found is that you cannot find navy color skirt, you know, that easily, and this is a good option. It does have that white polka dot design, but I do think it's a very beautiful skirt. And also it doesn't have an elasticated waist. Instead, it has a zipper on this side, like here, which I do think it's very, you know, well thought and well made, and it does kind of puts that, or gives that a little bit of structure to the skirt. And yes, one more thing, on the website it did say that this skirt runs small, so you do want to size up, but frankly speaking, I wear size medium. I got them in size medium and large, but medium fits perfectly, so I don't think you have to size up if you are like true to, like, this is basically like a true to size item, so I don't think you want to. But yes, this is a very beautiful skirt. It's kind of a very decently made skirt. I don't think there's anything wrong with this skirt whatsoever. Now I do have one last skirt, so bear with me, but this is one of the most beautiful skirt that I have come across. It's this pleated skirt, and it's a white colored skirt, but I have to say it's such a beautiful, very well made. And I mean, I have to say they have used quite a lot of material, and the stitching and everything is just so beautiful. It also has a zipper on the side, so it's not an elasticated skirt, but I have to say it's a very beautiful skirt. And it also has lining underneath. So, oh, where's the line? That's not the lining. Yeah, so this is the line, and sometimes skirt can get a little bit see-through, which I don't always prefer that. So having this, you know, an extra lining underneath is a good and very thoughtful thing to do. But yes, there's nothing wrong with this skirt. This is by far one of the best piece of all the items that I have, and I have to say I do love this. But the only problem is that, you know, it kind of, or just let me know, but I feel that, you know, kind of makes me look a bit more bulky. It makes me look like I have more weight than I actually have. Nothing wrong with that, but just something that I have noticed. Now I'm aware that all the pieces that I've shown you till now were very beautiful pieces, or like, I would say I did have, you know, a lot of positive things to talk about them, but not all the pieces that I have today, you know, are like good pieces, or I do have weird opinion for them, but you know, it is what it is. So let's get on to them, and the first of them is this shirt dress. It's a basic shirt dress, and it has this belt, and you know I am never a huge fan of the belts that the dresses come with, but it's a shirt dress. Now the main problem with this is that it's like a clear polyester piece. Like, it feels so synthetic, it feels so fake. I mean, it feels very cheap, and you do not want that. And also, first of all, see, I just like, you know, smushed it, and it started to wrinkle, and it's like, it looks cheap. You know, I know that some natural materials also do that, but this literally looks cheap. And the worst thing is that, you know, you can see that the threads have started to come off. You know, like the buttons are not very well made. You can see the threading is horrible. Like the piece, if you look in actual life or like in real life, it looks very cheap, very, yeah, I mean, I would never want anyone to have this dress. It's that bad. And especially for the price point, it's $80. And absolutely, like, no, no, no. Now moving on to the next one, and the next item that I have is not too bad, but it's this dress. It's a printed beautiful dress. It does have a lot of greens in it. I do like it. It's not too bad, but first of all, I think it kind of, if you're petite, it kind of makes you look more petite. I mean, that's what I felt. Nothing wrong in that, but just if you are someone who wants to look tall, you know, this might not be the great option. And but the good thing over here is that it does have an inner lining, and it's nude in color, which I always like when brands do that. It's very thoughtful of them. And overall, it looks good, but again, it feels synthetic. You know, it's not as bad as this, but it kind of feels synthetic. But again, if you love this design, if you love this type of prints and all, and if you're ready to ignore them, okay. I mean, not the worst piece, but not the best either. And now I have one more dress, and this is a white kind of a shirt dress. It's a sleeveless shirt dress. Nothing wrong, it's a beautiful shirt dress. It has this eyelet design. I like it very much, but the only thing is that first of all, it runs small, so it's kind of a little bit tight for me near the around like the waist area. And the second thing is that this is kind of a personal preference, but it doesn't have a button over here. Now maybe because it was running small for me, but around my chest area, this area was like wide open, and I'm not someone who's going to wear that. If you like that, sure, but like, yeah, it was sitting like this, which was very weird, I would say. And the other thing is that these wooden buttons, now if you look at these wooden buttons, they literally cheapen the whole look. Like, this is a nice dress, okay, if you might have sized up, or if you size up, it would look good, but these buttons like are a huge no-no. Like, no, like why would you do that? Like, this cost $90, like Canadian dollars, but like, don't. I would rather prefer to have something like just a basic one than this, because it doesn't look good at all. Now again, sticking to the wooden button theme, I have this blue shirt, I would say blue blouse, and I don't know what I saw in this shirt that made me want to have it. Maybe it gave that tropical beachy vibe, I don't know, but it doesn't look good in actual, or maybe it doesn't look good on me, I don't know. But first of all, not a huge fan of this design. I don't think there's anything crazy going on. Like, it's a very basic, very basic looking shirt, and not in sophisticated or like a good way basic. It literally like downgrades the look. That's what I feel. And the second thing is that even if it didn't, the second and the worst thing is that the material is so uncomfortable. I feel so itchy. I feel like something is poking me, and I think it's maybe like the embroidery, I do not know, but oh my goodness, I just cannot stand the material at all. Like, it just kept itching so much. And again, the wooden buttons here, you can see these buttons are like, again, they are downgrading the whole look. I mean, there's nothing much going on with the dress, so it doesn't make much of a difference, but not helping it either. Now the next item that I have here is a very funny item, to be honest, and I think it's partially my fault because I didn't look at the image properly. And it is this PJ set. So this is the shirt that I wanted, and I thought, so I did see the model wearing this like this, and I thought, you know, maybe that's her pose, you know, she wanted to unbutton the shirt or like keep it like that and just get that look. But these are not like actual buttons. You cannot, like, it's a V-shape blouse. These are, I think, real buttons, but what am I gonna do with these? Like, I want to cover this area, like that's the main thing, and it doesn't do that. And literally, like, this V shape falls right here. Like, doesn't make any difference. And also it feels very papery. Like, it does feel like paper. And also the pant, it feels very much like paper. And it also has this tie for that wrap around look, but again, they also do not make any sense. Like, this PJ set is a very impractical piece to have. I mean, I don't know who would wear it. I mean, if you like it, sure, but like, for me, it's like not at all practical, and the material also doesn't make sense. Now the next item that I have here is this linen pant. Now I think that this is kind of 100% linen, but yeah, so it's a flowy pant and it's slightly long on me, I would say, when I tried it, but it did fit very nicely. But the main problem is that if you look at the pant, it already looks faded, and I do not want to spend money in buying clothes that already looks faded. I'd rather prefer to wear and wash them multiple times and then have them faded than just spending money and buying a faded pant. And also the worst thing is that you can see, like, the buttons, the threads have already started to come off. Like you can see, like, it's dangling. I mean, it is going to come out very soon, and if you're not an expert with stitching the buttons up, this won't last, I would say, not long at all. Like I can guarantee that this is not going to last long, and that's like the worst thing. And I mean, I agree that, you know, we all want to have affordable pieces, and, you know, not all of us wants to spend much or a lot of money in clothes. But again, if you're buying affordable, any price tag, you know, if you're buying clothes, make sure you look at the stitching, the craftsmanship, you know, and the material, how it looks, and also look at the inner lining and the stitch, because that says a lot about, you know, the piece itself. Now the next item that I have here is a good one, and it's this linen pant. It's a navy blue pant, so it's kind of a pleated linen pant. I absolutely love this. It does come with a belt, and you know I'm not a huge fan of the belt, but it's not too bad, I would say, but nothing great, but I don't hate it, I would say that. But again, I have to say also that they were very thoughtful. Like, the color combination is really nice, but the structure, the stitching, everything is very decent, very nice. I mean, stitching is not the best, but nothing is coming apart, no thread is like laying loose. And I have to say, it's a very beautiful, very comfortable, and if you're petite, this fits so perfectly. Like, it stops where it has to stop. This is a very, very, very beautiful and affordable piece to have, especially for summer, or like you know, wherever you're living, but anywhere. Like, this is such a good piece to have, such a good piece to have. Like, I have nothing negative to say about this dress. Oh, sorry, this pant. Now moving on to the next pant, and the next pant that I have here is this culotte pant. Now, you know, I do love culottes, they look very beautiful, but this is kind of like a full-length culotte pant on me, because again, because I'm pretty tight, but it on the picture it did look very beautiful. The only problem that I have here is this, you know, stitch. It does give that pleated look, but I'm not a huge fan when I saw it in person. I did like them in the image on the website, but again, you know, it has pockets. It has pockets, so I like pockets, so it's like give or take. I mean, and also the material is not very synthetic. I mean, it does feel synthetic, but it feels very flowy and, you know, very breathable, so that's also a good sign. So, but yes, I do love this. It's not, I don't love it, but I like it, and I would say it's a great affordable piece to have. Especially you can you know, wear this as a beach cover up as well, again if you're petite. But if you're tall and you like culotte, that's a great option to have. And yeah, now I have one last piece to have, and it breaks my heart to say that I cannot keep it, because this was something that I was like actually planning to have it. But this is a black shirt dress. Again, it's a beautiful black shirt dress. It's a nice, very well made, I would say. It's a very structured shirt dress. I was very much impressed by the quality, and it does have this, you know, tie on both sides that, you know, helps to cinch in your waist, which is also one of the reasons why I was attracted towards this dress. But the only problem is that it doesn't cinch in your backside. I didn't make an effort of finding it, I'm sorry, but it doesn't make an effort to cinch in your back. I mean, why? You know, why would you just cinch in the front and not the back? No? It is also part of your waist, so why not? So it's very weird, and I wanted to love this, but this is the only reason why I cannot have it. But again, if you like it, it's a good option. It's a very well made shirt dress, and it does cost around $80, which I would say for the quality and the stitching and craftsmanship, it's a good price and very affordable. I do love this dress very much, but this is the only thing.